I'm telling you, next David Blaine special should be David Blaine Black Mirror.
David Blaine Black Mirror. It's almost
That
like
would
a
be
tongue
sick.
twister. David Blaine Black Mirror.
It's like him. It's David Blaine like being in VR for like a month, just living in VR, and like somebody injecting. Like basically, David Blaine is the first guy into the Matrix. Like someone is injecting his calories for the day while he's just in VR, and he's like not even conscious in the real world.
It's like a NASA experiment.
Yeah, like him and Elon.
Him and Elon.
Dude, I'm gonna tag them.
They're
on
gonna be
Twitter.
uploaded
We're
to
gonna
our
clip
Blackberries.
this. I'm gonna clip this and put it on Twitter. They're gonna retweet it. I know they are.
He promised he would retweet it. Elon said he would.
Elon said
if he doesn't retweet it, he's a liar.
Sam, you're kind of. I've said this before. You're basically Jewish, Sam Hyde.
Well, I'm literally just quoting him.
I know, but like you channel him in like your personality too sometimes with your comedy.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Oh, with that comedy? Okay.
Yeah, like your demeanor with comedy is your taste in comedy is very similar. That's probably why you like him.
Yeah. I'm inspired by him comedically.
I'm trying to figure out the adjectives to describe it.
Comedically.
Yeah. Is it like it's not really dry humor. It's like awkward humor. It's like
I don't even know. It's almost like snarky or something.
You should go on the Snark Tank podcast featuring Chris Ray-Gun. Because you're snarky.
Is that a real podcast?
It's a real podcast.
It's called the Snark Tank.
It gets a lot of views, dude. It gets like 30K views. They're like competing with fucking Joe Rogan. They're like the Joe Rogan of YouTubers.
Who's on it?
Chris Ray-Gun, and someone like his friends, basically.
Oh, true. Interesting. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be on Snark Tank.
Dude, let's get on Snark Tank.
Dude, I'm gonna get on Snark Tank and teach
I'm gonna
them
clip
JavaScript.
this and send it to Chris Ray-Gun. Our whole podcast should just be us saying like making Twitter clips, and it's like Twitter clip workshop.
Yeah, we just do a minute and a half of a bit, and then we move on.
Right, we could do that. That might be hype, actually.
Emblemon's gonna retweet this too, right? Because now we're talking about him.
I tweeted this
we're
last
manifesting
night.
in fruition.
You were watching The Matrix with me last night, right?
Yeah. I'm the one who said the thing.
The EMP, right? You're the one who made the EMP connection.
I was just joking. You took it to a new level.
But your joke came from some level of truth. Lemon
from EMP.
He's the EMP to the chaos that is all the bullshit on the internet.
Is he?
Yeah. Like the EMP in the Matrix.
Honestly, I haven't actually watched enough of his videos to really know if that's true.
Okay, but you and I agree his latest few have been very truth-pilling. I don't know how else to put it. Red-pilling. Not in a political sense, but in like a wake you up to bigger truths kind of sense. Would you say that's true? Am I giving him too much credit?
I know, I would agree that he talks about some things that are bigger takeaways. His analyses, I don't know, whatever, are amazing. His analyses, he's really good analytically. And he talks about some bigger, like, important things. Like the Hungry Box video does it.
His editing, admittedly, is not a big emotion. It's usually not very...
It's simple.
It's effective, but it's not like emotional, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to put it. It's not like that emotionally deep. Whereas you and me, I think you try to go for that sometimes, and you've been successful.
We're both investing more in our storytelling in general. He's investing a lot of his writing in building arguments or framing, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like what he's really doing is building arguments at the end of the day, and he does it really well. And I feel we're doing that too, but we're more invested in the actual experience that the viewer has.
That's kind of what the commentary community is now, right? They're basically people who are good at it's just people who have good at analyzing things, but it's not, I wouldn't call them like filmmaker types. Not that I'm necessarily a filmmaker, but you get what I mean, right? Like, they just tend to, that's what it is. It's like constructing a good enough argument or analysis. And it's gotten better over the years, I think, too. The standard of commentary videos.
Yeah, definitely. I think that some are better than others, but that's what people like John Swan, Turkey Tom stand out, in my opinion.
This is the part of the show where we're going to be turning off our cams, by the way.
Okay, let's do it.
This is some experimental shit we're trying. It's called Stare at the Black Screen. Ethan's going to...
My internet's kind of bugging out, so hopefully this helps that.
Oh, fuck. Canadian internet, man.
That's me.
What's
Canadian
the deal
internet,
with
man.
that? What is the deal with that, right?
Dude, I need to take a Twitter break.
Oh, yeah? Why do you say that?
I just feel like myself craving the dopamine of like notifications or something.
Oh, really? I'm just chilling in the conversation, man. Come on.
I mean, just lately, like... Not
like in general. I thought you meant right at this moment.
No, just lately.
Yeah, no, I've gotten that too. Shit is real. Shit is scary too. It's not good.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Lately, the past couple days, I've just been kind of fucking around with Twitter. Like, I think the solution to that is honestly just not taking it seriously. Like, I just posted all those Matrix screenshots from the movie as I was watching it and just said, like, the Matrix predicted us gamers or whatever, stupid captions like that. Just to be like, I mean, just because I was having fun, but also just to be like, this is not a serious, I'm just fucking around, to remind myself too.
Yeah, definitely. I try and view it that way. But sometimes I don't know. It's designed to do what it's doing, where it makes you feel good when people interact with you.
Would you say that your feelings of this are tied to your more serious tweets that do well, even like the tweets that you think you're making a statement and you feel like you're getting rewarded for it?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's what causes social justice. Literally that feeling of feeling virtuous on Twitter. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. Yeah. It's like, oh, hundreds of thousands of people co-signed this statement of mine. Well, then I feel fucking
hundreds
confident.
Of thousands. Yeah, no, for sure. You have opinion on something and you feel like you're saying something that is important, and then people back you up, and then you're like, hell yeah. It just feels good, but it's dangerous, and I'm aware of that, but it still gets to me sometimes.
You know what it's like? It's like Twitter it's like a processed version of internet content, in the sense that, like, think of fruits, right? Like a mango or a apple or strawberry, or
that's like a YouTube video.
Yeah, that's like a YouTube video. It's fibrous. It has a lot of sweetness. It's delicious. It can be very delicious and amazing.
Fruit of knowledge, perhaps.
Fruit of knowledge. There you go. Biblical connection there. But so right, it's very sweet and tasty, but it's still like works with your body for the most part, right? Like fruit generally is built to be edible to the human body, and we've adapted, like it works with our systems very well. But obviously very processed sugars and fructose, they enhance,
they spike
things.
Our insulin and all that crap.
Yeah, they spike our insulin. They're really bad for you. In a very, like, pretty one-to-one sense of that analogy, I think Twitter is something similar. It's like, it's just it's always very condensed ideas that are super constrained. And so oftentimes the points you get across, they might feel good. They might give you a spike, but like, actually there's way more nuance to whatever you're stating here. This is not the full story, Yeah,
I definitely agree with you. Never thought about that before. I like that. It makes a lot of sense. I have thought about the fact that Twitter and Instagram are like mini versions of YouTube or Twitch or something like that, where you're getting bites of content. Same with TikTok, obviously.
Yeah.
I never thought about it in that sense, where it's like refined.
And I think it'll be the market of the internet media landscape will look something like, it'll probably look something like the food market does, where, there's still a demand for fruits, which let's call those YouTube videos, and they're still great.
Processed stuff makes up the largest chunk of the marketplace. Right. Literally marketplace.
Yeah. I think that's something.
Yeah,
that's going to happen.
It's very possible. That in that sense, though, it almost sounds like YouTube is going to hit a ceiling, and Twitch they're going to hit a ceiling at some point. Is what you're saying?
Would you consider Twitch to be a fruit, or would you consider that to be like another? I feel like I'm trying to make
It's
sense
definitely
of
a
what
fruit.
Twitch is it?
It's definitely not processed.
It's like a
snack.
it's like a bad fruit though. It's like
It's
the
like a fruit that's bad
poisonous
for you?
fruit.
No. What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Why would Twitch be poisonous fruit?
Here's why. Because Twitch can lead you down, I think, the most unhealthy path when it comes to parasocial relationships, ideologies. Like so many people who watch Vaush, Hassan, Destiny, their mannerisms, their beliefs, their way they talk. I've interacted with fans of these people. They imitate so closely the streamer that they watch all day.
I can't take
and not just the
make the
political
same
ones,
argument that there are people on YouTube who really get to people who are extreme in a different way, or I don't think that that's a very the fact that there are popular streamers who can lead people down a bad ideology.
You're right. It's true. No, I guess that's true for videos too. Then you're right. But there are bad. I guess the point is just more so that there are poisonous fruit as well. It's not like all the fruits are good.
I'm kind of with you with the. It's possible that consuming Twitch content is more unhealthy.
No, I'm agreeing with you now. I'm saying
Obsessively.
it's for both Twitch and YouTube.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe.
But it's just the acknowledgement that there are poisonous fruits in general.
Sort of. I don't know if I would say I guess you could say that YouTube and Twitch are fruit baskets.
yeah. Maybe Twitch is berries. I think Twitch might be berries.
No. It's a fruit basket, and each streamer is a different kind of fruit.
Okay,
or
what
their
is
kind
your
of
fruit?
content.
What is your fruit?
What is my fruit?
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that a little honey can roll with my fruit. 100%.
So it's a mango?
It's I don't know, maybe it's starfruit so
Starfruit?
simple. What is my fruit? I don't know, man. It has to be a fruit that I really love eating, I think.
Yeah, it does. That's a requirement.
What fruit would my content be? I don't know, man. My fruit.
Okay, can
my
I
content
take a
would
guess?
be like.
Okay, say it.
I was gonna say that it can't be just sweet. It's got to be like
sweet.
a mix.
I agree with that. Yeah, I mean most fruit are not just sweet. Actually, there's always like a little extra. You can tell.
I might be a grapefruit.
You might be ooh, I could see that. Grapefruit.
It's like kind of bitter, but like kind of delicious
bittersweet
at the same time. Yeah, and it's good for you.
It's very
my
it's
content's good for you. Consume my content. It's good for you.
It's like soothing too. There's a certain quality about grapefruit that's kind of, to me, in the flavor, in the bitterness. I think there's a certain like soothing. It's not like a harsh bitterness. It's like a gentle bitterness.
Yeah, I mean it's not
comforting.
super bitter.
I think it's comforting. I think it's nice.
It's like a stern parent that loves you a lot.
Yeah, that's exactly what grapefruit is. Okay, as we're saying this, by the way, I think we're slowly constructing what the background of Gush is going to look like. Grapefruit and other fruits. I think fruits are a great aesthetic, and I think they're applicable. We just have to do it tastefully. No pun intended.
Oh my god, I want to eat whatever we do.
Oh man. Okay, what's my fruit? Let me think. By the way, I think you fit the grapefruit personality too, based on those attributes.
Damn, let's go. I feel like this question is something that like you would see girls in a sleepover. You know, they're like having a sleepover in a movie, and they'd be asking each other some dumb question, and be like, "Oh, what fruit are you?"
Dude, no, girls are gonna be asking, "Oh my god, Josh likes my TikTok." Ha 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 ha. You know, like cringe shit like that.
Well, I mean, not just they talk about other stuff. Plus, I was picturing
no, girls are worthless. Just kidding.
Glink finally admits it after alluring to it on Twitter for several years.
I hate women.
Clip that.
I'm just kidding.
Clip that. Post it everywhere. Give it to Keemstar.
I don't think so, man. I think teenage girls.
Banned
honestly,
Twitch user hates women.
I have cut a lot of my cousins are girls, teenage girls, or like young in their. Some of them are in their young 20s now, but I have like 2 sets of cousins, and there's I have 3 siblings. There's 3 cousins total that are girls, and they were just teenagers, and no offense to either of them. They're family. I love them, but they're kind of like airheaded. They're just not the type to like muse about what kind of fruit
Are
would
you
you
specifically
be?
saying girls that are teenagers right now? Or girls
Right
in
now,
general?
yes, right now.
Okay, because I was just saying like girls in general, in like a movie, they're having a sleepover and they're like playing some game with each other or saying, you know what I'm talking about? And they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, what fruit are you and why? I feel like that would be a question they would ask. I don't know. Anyway, it's
Maybe.
just a stupid diversion.
Okay, so
what
what is
fruit are you?
back to my fruit?
What fruit are you? What fruit are you?
What
fruit
kind
are you?
of fruit are you? Yeah, that's a song right there.
It's about race homophobic people.
It's actually
What kind of fruit are you?
It's an it's a pro gay trans Black Lives Matter song, actually. Seriously, like if you deconstruct it, we're accepting of all different fruits of all different shapes, sizes, and colors. So
Bananas and
put that in your Huffington Post article.
Banned Twitch user raves on about how gays are just fruits.
Dude, you keep giving them headlines. Stop. Fuck.
I like how it's banned.
Do you work for the Score Esports? Is that the fucking plot twist of my life?
No, yes, no. What?
Jesus. Everything else would make sense.
I totally didn't get them to...
Fake YouTuber Slush found to be industry plant by far left organization, the Score Esports.
Marxist organization.
Proven Marxist organization.
Marxist militia, the Score Esports.
Communist Manifesto militia. But I really wouldn't be surprised if the Score Esports was far left.
Well, they're a company, so they would publicly be left-leaning for sure.
They're gonna be like
this
is how they justify stealing your content. They're like, Slush, wait, he's
Esports
Jewish?
too.
Oh, we can steal from him. Nobody's gonna care.
Oh, he's a Jewish, probably likes Israel. Steal his shit. Copy his videos.
In fact, us copying his videos is basically us freeing Palestine.
We're just redistributing the Jewish wealth to ourselves.
Yes.
The Jewish wealth of videos and knowledge.
I could see that. And they would get stands on Twitter.
They would have fan cams. Score Esports fan cams.
The Score Esports.
It's like times they're in front of the camera talking. Or like their
it's like
logos on
surveillance
screen.
footage of someone like watching your video and downloading it onto a CD-ROM.
Eating like chips.
Yeah, like in an office, like a 90s office for some reason.
Yeah, it's like they took like a 6-hour thing and they condensed it to like a 20-second fan cam.
Yeah.
All the moments that the person moved.
It just has caramel dancing playing in the background and the lights flashing. It's just a meme, actually.
So what fruit are you?
Oh, so what kind of fruit are you? You got an answer?
Yeah.
I'm a green apple.
Yeah?
Yeah, because...
You keep the doctors away.
Well, kind of. And I'm also kind of... I think I have a sour... Well, I don't know. You make sense of it. If you think there is sense to be made of it. Give me your assessment.
Well, okay, I'll try. But I'm just so I'm know that when I'm doing this, you actually do believe this, right? You have sense in your head. It's not just like a random guess.
Okay.
I
do have a sense in my head.
Okay. Apple. Okay.
Green apple.
Okay, you've got a tough exterior, but it's not that hard to peel away. Would that be true?
Ooh, I like that.
I wonder, is that true?
Well,
I mean, I was describing an apple more than I was trying to describe you.
Does that fit both of us? That's the question.
Do you have a tough exterior?
Do I?
I don't know. I don't know if you have a tough exterior.
I don't know either. I actually don't know.
I think it's hard for me to know. Friendly exterior.
Am I really all the things that are outside of me?
Am I really green apples with tough exteriors? Will I complete myself if I eat the slice of apples now?
I love that song.
It's pretty great.
I should have it playing on vinyl in the background, but then we're gonna get copyright struck by.
Yeah. Probably already gonna get copyright struck.
Yeah, just for singing that. That was actually a test for the YouTube algorithm. We're gonna test
you listening?
how far we can push it. Well, you actually your Animal Collective cover our Animal Collective cover of my last video is doing just fine. There's no copyright there, so
Yeah, it'd have to be a manual claim.
I don't think Panda Bear or AV Terror are sitting on their fucking computers searching up Glink videos to manually claim.
You don't know that.
Do you
They
think
might have to upload it to their BlackBerry.
Panda Bear might be smoking weed in Portugal, just searching up my channel right now?
It's very possible.
I think AV Terror would watch your videos and Panda Bear would watch mine.
That would be awesome if any of them watched any of my videos.
Who do you think you'd have a better time hanging out with, Panda Bear or AV Terror?
I want to meet AV Terror more because I like his songs the most, and but I love them all. Like I don't know, they're all cool, they're all awesome.
You pick favorites, dude.
AV Terror inspires me the most. What can I say?
Wow. Okay.
You know, it's kind of, if I was to say like musicians who've inspired me a lot, I would probably say Rivers Cuomo and AV Terror are like the two like pillars of, you know, what I care about in songwriting.
It's funny because I love Rivers, but
you love what?
I love Rivers, but AV Terror is far more respectable in terms of listing as a core influence.
Rivers Cuomo it's kind of cringe to admit.
It's a little bit memey.
Yeah, he's done so many embarrassing things. But I do like. I mean, obviously, there's a bunch of artists and bands: Beatles, Beach Boys, Nirvana of Montreal, etc. Big influences on me. But Rivers Cuomo, I don't know, something about that '90s, that early '90s stuff, or the mid '90s stuff. Just that '90s, '60s sound.
My name is Jonas.
I don't know. He just he did it so well. I don't know. What can I say? It was so simple and effective, and I wanted to do stuff like that when I heard it. It's
funny because both... So, for the uninitiated... I forgot we were even recording this, actually. But for the uninitiated, AV Terror and Panda Bear are both singers of the band Animal Collective. And they both have pretty different sounds, pretty drastically different sounds, but they complement each other so well and harmonize really well with each other, which is, I think, honestly, I think that's the main selling point of Animal Collective for me, is just both of their voices.
Their voices are great. I've grown to like Deacon as well.
Yeah, I haven't looked too much into Deacon myself, but I can say that the production by Geologist is really, really good too. That also helps it quite a bit, but it works in harmony so well. But you know what's funny is that both Weezer, so Rivers Cuomo, by the way, is the lead singer of Weezer, who, they have a long and storied history, let's just say. But it's funny because both the, I think, good era of Weezer was heavily inspired by the Beach Boys, and so was elements of Animal Collective. Like definitely Panda Bear was inspired by Brian Wilson, of lead singer of Beach Boys.
Definitely. Yeah, they both come from a place of classic pop to some extent. Yeah. Although AV Terror brings in this more experimental, interesting,
angsty
nature.
Even. He's angsty.
Yeah, he really is good at conveying various emotions and stuff.
Panda Bear is like godlike though. He's like holy. He's like pious, divine. Yeah. It's such an interesting combo.
He has an angelic voice, and he is always singing stuff that is very like your nice uncle teaching you life lessons or something.
Yeah.
You know?
His songs are very wholesome, but then the sound is so experimental that, not all the time, but most of the time, that it's like, it's such a trip to listen to. It's so fucking cool, I think.
Yeah. I love Animal Collective so very much.
Right.
Anyways, are you a green apple?
Yeah. Definitely.
Are you impressed with my ability to recall things?
That was pretty impressive. I don't even know how you did that, actually.
I know, and I'm high, so that's right. YouTube.
That's why I'm impressed.
It's legal here. You can't fucking do anything.
He meant high in Minecraft. He's high up in Minecraft.
I'm high on life, like that Twitch streamer girl who went on that crazy rant that I can't remember the name of.
What's her name? Crazy motherfucker. I know who you're talking about.
Invadervie.
Invadervie. Yeah, because she was a fucking invader from outer space.
Yeah.
Wrecked.
The aliens aren't visiting us. The animals are leaving. I actually love that clip. It's so good.
So you stan Invader V. What's her name? V?
I might, man. I honestly might.
I'm
stan
fucking
her
pissed.
a
Okay.
little bit.
I'm pissed.
That clip was so impressive to me.
Dude,
she talks
this is where we
for like
separate.
3 minutes straight, and she doesn't say like or the whole time, and
I
she
could do
speaks
that.
pretty
That's not
fast. For me, it's hard, and you know what? I listen when we talk. I'm been more aware of when people say these things, and you say them much more than you probably realize.
Okay.
She was speaking. She was ranting, and she was going on a tirade, a speech.
Okay, here's a challenge for you and me. Let's see how we can be better at speaking without using those words that you say that I say frequently, which I'm aware of the words you're referring to, and I am trying my hardest not to say them right now, because I think the challenge should be that both of us try
Just
to
never say them.
just never say those words and try to be as conscious.
But here's the difference between you, and by the way, I was hoping you would rhyme Invader V with all of those rhymes, but you didn't.
Better luck next time.
When Invader V does it, she doesn't stop every time she's about to do it and pause and break up her speech like we're doing right now, because we're just amateurs at
this is narrators. This is how narrators talk. And if you have a problem,
well, we're not talking like narrators though. We're just talking like people who are being careful of what they're saying because they really don't want to say the words like or
you lose,
or
dude. It's over.
It's not a loss if it's in context.
Okay, I'm joking. I'm trolling.
But anyways,
let's continue in this
quickly.
little dance of words, shall we?
She does it super quick, man, and she doesn't stop. She goes for about 3 minutes, if not, maybe it's less, but I think it's actually more. And she just says so much stuff in those few minutes. It's impressive.
I can do it about something that I know a lot about.
Yeah.
You can do it too,
And
I'm sure.
Also, she says hilarious shit. She's saying stuff like, I'm wearing glitter and booty shorts so you can have both hands on the keyboard when you're watching me. It doesn't even make sense fully, but I love it. So yeah, I stand her.
Okay, can I try an attempt at a 2-minute rant about something without pause, like without okay, see, I used the word like right there. That's one use of the word like, but I think it was actually appropriate to use it there. But anyways, I'm not going to die on that.
Actually, it wasn't.
Okay, well, that's maybe true. We're going to have to look at the VOD.
Actually, maybe I'm forgetting, but it doesn't matter.
We're going to pull up the VOD.
Go, rant about whatever you want. I'll permit you this opportunity.
Okay. Let me get a stopwatch going.
Well, I'm going to go to time.gov.
Okay. So, kind of Ben Shapiro style, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
look at 459.
Can I think of a topic first, though? Give me a second. I need to think of a topic. I need to
All
just
right.
give me like a couple of seconds.
But to be fair, she didn't think of anything on this. She just went with it.
I know. Well, give me a little head start here, okay?
All right. All
right. Okay.
right, now Greg's.
Yeah. Got to get these burps out of the way. Jeez.
Gotta get these burps out of the way. Jesus Christ. What's
Okay.
cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
Okay. Drop it.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Dude, I keep burping now.
You're like breathing and calming yourself down.
Fuck,
You know,
man.
this is a big ordeal for you.
No, I'm high. That's the problem.
Yeah, well,
I took
she was
edibles.
high on life, which she said in her speech,
True.
by the way.
You're right. Okay. You are really a stan of her. This is great. Okay. This is Twitter come to life right now. Okay. I think I have a topic in mind. It's going to be consciousness and consciousness expansion. Okay. Tell me when to start. Wait, let me drink a sip of water so I can just get my mouth.
Burn out. Burn out. I'm like so off key.
It's okay.
Burn out.
Give me a time, tough guy. Give me a time.
Okay, at 5:45.
Oh wait, I don't even have it open. Okay, 5:45. What the fuck? Oh. There are certain substances that exist on the earth that can expand one's consciousness. And I think right now in this time period, this especially dark time period of life, people need a consciousness expansion more than ever. Why? Because people are dwelling on the past. They're dwelling on dark thoughts. They're dwelling on depression. They're dwelling on these things that exist outside of them. And we need an existential purpose in life, an existential unity, an existential reason for being together in this world, for living together harmoniously. We're not in harmony with ourselves. We're not in harmony with nature. People need to connect with each other in order to really make a better world and make a world that is worth living in. Because if we don't believe in anything, if we don't even believe in ourselves, then how the hell is our world going to be serving us? People being depressed on an individual level is reflective of society. It's, of course, memed all the time. We live in a society. We live in a society. People showing the Joker and thinking that, you know, it's all a joke or something that...
You lost.
Did I really lose?
You said you know.
You know doesn't count.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely
It's
does.
actually relevant to say. No, it's like...
No, it isn't. It's not. It's.
I'm asking for feedback.
No, it's not. It's a filler. Sorry.
How long did I go?
You went almost a minute.
Okay. Is that mildly impressive?
I was impressed until you screwed up.
But you could see how I could do that, right? Like
Yeah.
screwed up there, but I can't.
I don't think I could do that.
I'm also
personally.
high, so
I don't think I could do that personally.
Okay.
I don't think I'd be good at it, but I think I could train myself to. It seems like something you could train yourself to do, but right now I don't think I could do that.
I think it's a muscle fiber, like quick on your feet, fast twitch muscle fiber reaction.
Yeah, I'm sure if I was put on the spot live all the time, eventually I'd get good at it.
Maybe it's a language thing. Actually, it might just be a language vocabulary or something like that thing.
That as well, yeah, and probably depends on who you speak to.
Right.
If you speak to people who say like and you know all the time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
you'll
my
say it
family.
yourself. Yes. See, I became hyper aware of it when I noticed myself doing it in one of the podcast episodes, and it made me super aware of it in other people, and it made me realize that my friend Adam, who I walk with every day, says like and when we're walking so much. To be fair, often when we go on walks, we smoke joints. And
big doinks?
I think not big ones.
Oh,
little doinks.
Fine. Okay, little doinks.
They got medium PP energy. Right. But I think when you're high, you end up saying that shit more. It's just, I just did it right now.
I just did it right now. Yeah.
And I'm cool as a cucumber.
Is it? Do you think weed is killing our brain cells?
I think brain cells are killing our weed.
Is there any truth to weed lowering your IQ, Sam? Is that true?
Lowering your IQ? I don't think so. But I'm pretty sure weed does kill brain cells.
Dude, what?
Like, yeah.
Wiggity, what?
Does marijuana kill brain cells? Well,
Slushy,
a lot
pull
of
that
things
up.
kill brain cells. Whether or not using marijuana will kill brain cells has become a topic of debate in recent years, June 2020.
Still up for debate? Fuck it, it's not real.
That's I'm not reading any more than that. I'm informed.
We're good to go. I'm chilling now.
Everything is misinformation, so the less you read, the more you don't know the wrong thing.
It's probably bad that I justify in my head. I'm like, hey, Joe Rogan gets high every day, and he's like,
it's
50.
It's not bad. It's because I actually don't think it's bad because he's an example of someone who can smoke weed regularly. There's other people too, like Cheech and Chong. What's his name? Chong.
Wiz Khalifa comes to mind.
He's young. I was picking Chong because Tommy Chong.
Yeah.
I'm picking him because he's older. He was popular in the 70s and stuff. So,
excuse me.
The fact that he's fine, I think he's in prison actually. But
that's not good.
Yeah, because of weed. But that's bullshit.
Other
than that,
weed,
he seemed to be fine. Also, I wonder about people in Hollywood. I bet there's Hollywood people who smoke weed still who are old.
I mean, weed is not even... It's less bad for you than alcohol. I know that sounds memey, but it's true. Like, my body
Of course it's less bad.
I feel like I've drinking poison after a night of heavy drinking.
Yeah.
I never feel that physically ill after being high, even when I'm really high, which is not even
For sure,
often.
weed also lowers blood pressure and stuff. So people... It's like blood pressure medication. It's pain relief.
It cures cancer. Weed is great.
Emotional pain relief, even though you shouldn't use it for that too much.
Oh, yeah, I might be doing that. Weed is just when I get spiritual. That's really all it is.
That's that's different. Emotional pain relief is like you're sad and you're smoking to not feel sad.
Oh no, that's not. That would make me more sad, actually.
Maybe. I find that weed uplifts my mood.
A little bit. That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, I've had it calm me down when like I'm really frustrated with something and I'm upset, and then I smoke weed, and then I'm like, everything's kind of funny.
Hell yeah. That's a good. No, it lessens the seriousness of life if you're someone who's comfortable with yourself, I think.
Yeah.
It makes life a little bit more light, you know.
Palpable. Let's call it palpable. I like that word.
Yeah, because I think, and I think there's a very logical reason for it. I think it's because, like all psychedelics, and I'm in the camp that thinks weed is a mild psychedelic. Like all psychedelics, it just changes your perception. I mean, with weed, obviously, you have some more physical effects as well. But the point is that mentally, it changes your perception on what you're experiencing. And oftentimes, that perception is a few layers deeper than a surface level, sober mindset.
Yeah, I definitely agree that psychedelics do that. I think weed does that a little bit, but it's pretty... in my opinion, it seems limited to the extent it does that.
Yes, I agree.
Whereas something like a small dose of shrooms could potentially do way more of that.
Absolutely. And shrooms are on a different level entirely because they, unlike weed, they don't really have like I don't feel like they have a direct dopamine effect. It's more like you feel good about life, but you don't feel, with weed, you just feel like, oh yeah, like this weed is, you know, feeling good. It's not like, you don't feel lighter in the sense that.
The thing about shrooms is that I actually think that marijuana, weed, whatever, like it's like being high on shrooms is less intense depending on the dose you have. Obviously, if you have like a proper dose, it's obviously more intense. But the clarity on shrooms versus fogginess on weed it's like weed is like the fogginess of weed is kind of debilitating, whereas the clarity on shrooms is just like I understand things and feel incredibly in tune with myself.
Yeah, exactly.
And my ego is smaller, so I'm more open-minded.
Yeah, shrooms don't feel the same on your body and your mind. You definitely feel sober, and in ways you feel more sober than ever. That's the best way I can describe shrooms.
Although there is a physical come up, I think.
There is definitely a physical come up, but it's almost like a different. It's not like weed. It's not like
no.
It's something.
It's like
else.
In your stomach or something. It feels like a
lot.
I feel like you're overwhelmed. Your senses are becoming overwhelmed.
It feels like you're overwhelmed with light. That's what I felt when I did it.
The light is bursting through you.
And you don't crave shrooms. Like I sometimes crave weed. I'm like, oh man, I want to be high right now.
Yeah.
But I don't really crave shrooms at all.
Yeah. It's also by design not meant to be craved because you build a tolerance to it so fast that having it in short succession is a waste.
I mean, you also have a respect for it if you do it right. You have a respect for it as like a potentially life-changing event.
Mm-hmm. That's why I've personally been saving shrooms for the next time I feel like I need to do them, as opposed to just doing them because my friends are like, hey, you want to do shrooms?
Yeah, my friends have that same mentality, and it's kind of annoying, to be honest.
I know what you mean in the sense that you can't relate to them, which is annoying because you want them to approach it more spiritually, like you are yourself. But I think that's just how most people view shrooms. They're just trying to have a good time. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I agree with that if it's in the right setting. I don't think you should be doing it in a place that's overwhelming, you know, like a party or a club or... I mean, those things aren't even going on anymore.
If someone enjoys it, what's the difference?
I think there's too many unknown if you're doing a higher dose, I think there's way too many unknown factors in a club or in any public...
What if you're a very experienced user of shrooms?
Very experienced? I don't know. I guess that's different. I'm just giving a general
I've literally done shrooms at a party.
Okay. Maybe it was a good party.
Like a gram of shrooms.
What if it was a bad party? It might have been a bad experience. It's out of your
control. I did a gram of shrooms at 2 different New Year's at the same house. And the first time I did it, I loved it, and I had a great time, and it was amazing. And even when I came back home, and my Russian-ass parents were not even just serving dinner at 3 in the morning, I was having a great time too, like hanging out with my parents' friends.
Oh, that's the best, dude. The best is when you're really quick. Is the best for me with any weed. It helps me do this a little bit, but shrooms definitely helped me with this. When you're able to connect with people that you couldn't previously connect so well with while sober, because I don't know, the perception wasn't there, the interest wasn't there. But yeah, continue.
I could connect with them, but I could connect with them better probably.
Yes, on a deeper level. On a deaper level with older generations, it's great. Like I've done that with my grandparents.
Actually do quite enjoy talking to some of them in general. One of them actually texts me regularly. We talk about movies. She's got like good taste in movies, and she like loves my Joker video.
Does she have a movie critic channel?
Probably because like I'm her friend's kid. No, she doesn't. She's just in real estate, but she just loves movies. She goes to the Toronto Film Festival. She sees everything. You know,
nice.
It's all about that life.
That's cool.
She was asking me like, how am I gonna see Tenet? I don't want to go to a theater. Do you know where to find it?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not gonna give the website. Wait, continue your story though, because I rudely.
The next New Year's, I went back to the same house, same party, same friends. Did the same, well, obviously not literally the same shrooms, but did the same amount of shrooms.
Yeah.
And I was not feeling it. It wasn't having a bad time, but I just wasn't. I was like, I shouldn't have done shrooms. I'm not vibing right now. I feel like I should have just gotten drunk.
Yeah. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Was it the same people?
Yeah. I mean, a couple of them were different, obviously, but
what year was like? How old were you?
It was last year and the year before that.
Okay. Has anything changed in your friend group in that between that time period of that first New Year's and the second New Year's party? Did anything change in that time period?
Adam was there the first year and he wasn't the second. He wasn't invited.
Maybe Adam is your rock. Adam is your rock.
I don't think so.
But Shroom, you think
that's
so.
A change. Maybe. Well, you know what? When I did it last year, or not? Yeah. Sorry, when I did it the time that I liked it, only me and Adam did it. Adam did it with me.
Dude,
we would meet up with each other in the middle of the night, be like, dude, having a great time. He's like, me too, dude.
Oh, man, that's what saved it.
Maybe. But this time I did it with two friends as well, who I'm very close with.
Okay.
And I love these guys. And
yeah,
I don't know. I just didn't vibe with it for whatever reason. Maybe the shrooms were different. I don't know.
How were they vibing with it, your friends?
They seem. I actually have to ask them now because it's been so long. But I think that they had a good night. Maybe they said the shrooms didn't last long enough or something, or I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know that. I don't have the answer to that.
It sounds like you didn't connect with those friends as well as you did with Adam.
Well, I mean, I probably spent most of my time around them. I don't know. I can't really explain to you. I just remember wanting to leave earlier.
Good. But I guess so then you agree with my point that the party setting is sometimes unpredictable, I think.
Yes. Yep. Definitely.
I've never done it at a party, and I never would. I've been really high at a party. That's disorienting, I think.
Here's the theory. Maybe I didn't like it the second time because I already started feeling like I want to do shrooms when it's meaningful, but I did it when it wasn't.
Right.
And so in my brain, I think that's definitely a factor. In my brain, I'm
thinking...
my
head.
In my brain. Even though it's supposed to be bed. Or is it head?
It's head. My head. I want a trip to that song.
Yeah, it's a pretty great song.
Well, it's funny because I discovered... I really got into Animal Collective after my experience with shrooms. Mm-hmm. Even though it's just 1.5 grams, it wasn't even a huge amount.
It was enough.
I'm like, it made me appreciate them more on a interpretive level, because a lot of their music has multiple sounds it has like waves of sound, layers of sound being thrown at you, but it also has layers of sound in the vocals, and oftentimes the vocals are saying in such a way, or the lyrics are in such a way that they actually can be interpreted multiple different ways based on just what you're paying attention to. So it's a really complex, or it's like a very layered and lush sounding band that I didn't fully appreciate, even though you had tried to get me into them before I had done shrooms. But then afterwards, I was like very turned on to them.
And I wonder what would have happened if I showed you, because I showed you this so many different songs from them, and it seemed there was What Would I Want Sky that first opened you up to them. And I just wonder what your reaction would have been if I had shown you that song before you did shrooms.
Yeah, that's a fair point, because that song is pretty. I think that's a great song to start with if you're kind of don't know much about them and you want to see if you want to get into them or not.
Yeah,
it's a very likable song. Because when I uploaded that video, I actually made a little like music video, whatever, little fun artsy project on my second channel. Just clips of footage of me hiking to that, edited to that song, and a few of the comments were like, "Oh wow, like this song is great, like thanks," like, or people were also kind of pleasantly surprised at enjoying the song too, which is kind of was my first experience with it, so it's great.
That's dope. You're Animal Collective pilling everybody.
Yeah, I'm trying to. My close personal, this, like a lot of my close personal real life friends, same thing. I expose them to Animal Collective all the time.
Yep. Trust me, I spent years doing it to no avail until I met you.
That's so funny.
I can't believe you're the only one. My friend Josh was like kind of down. Yeah. He's pretty open-minded with music. But he never really got into them. Not like you did. You actually like wanted to listen to their albums on your own. He never did that.
No, I particularly like from Sung Tongs up until Meriwether Post Pavilion. I mean, you even like it's like their best.
Yeah, it's the golden run of albums that they did.
Yeah, like a very solid back to back of albums there with those four.
Though I think all of their albums are good.
Yeah, I think they definitely have good albums outside of that too. Like I think Centipede Hurts is pretty good, but you kind of have to be into them to enjoy it, I think.
Kind of. Certain songs are pretty accessible. Today's Supernatural or something like that.
I don't like Painting With that much, their 2016 album. You like it more than me.
Mm-hmm.
Their latest stuff, which is not fully released.
I really like that.
I like what I've heard so far.
I think that album, if it comes out, is going to be
okay. You like it a lot.
Real good. Yeah. This is the Animal Collective podcast now.
Fuck yeah, we've just
been talking about Anko for like half an hour now.
Animal Collective is our DMT. Like it's like our equivalent to Joe Rogan's.
Bro, you listen to Animal Collective, bro?
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing. You're from Namek. You listen to Animal Collective?
Oh man, Ethan, pull up Animal Collective Golden Album Run.
Pull up Lyrical Collective. That's the only valid source of lyrics.
Like there's 5 minutes of every episode. It's like no, not that source, not Genius. Their lyrics are not accurate. No, go to Lyrical Collective. No, go back a slide.
Trash Economy.
Oh man. What were we talking about before getting into Animal Collective again? What fruit I am? Okay, I'm a green apple.
Actually, I don't even know if that's what we were talking about anymore. But we still never really got down to why.
I think we've established I'm a green apple.
Are you tart?
I think I'm caramel. I'm a caramel green apple.
Okay.
Boom.
So you're not tart.
Boom. I'm the fucking best, dude. I'm a caramel apple.
Are you total?
Do you know how good that is?
Caramel apples are pretty great.
They're pretty.
So you're saying you're sugar coated. So you're saying you're a little bit poisonous.
I'm a little bit poisonous, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm still that green apple. You know?
You're a little bit of poison, but then it's healthy underneath.
Like you feel good.
You'll get diabetes, but you won't be able to see the doctor because the apple will be keeping him away. So you'll die of diabetes.
Oh man, that was like a Kendrick Lamar line. We die of diabetes if these others.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna say the next
Yeah.
word, because it's, even though it's a song lyric and even though it just ends in A,
Just do it
it's
how
still-
Ben Shapiro would do it, you know, when he was reading WAP, and he was all like, "Get a bucket and a mop for this wet."
I feel like I can't even say the letter N anymore.
Beat it up, and word catch a charge. That's what he says. Beat it up, and word catch a charge.
Like, folks, this is not acceptable.
Okay? This is where feminism has gotten you. Okay.
Okay.
My wife's a doctor, folks.
My wife's a doctor. And so don't eat the green apple, because well, she's not going to see you if you eat that.
My wife doesn't eat. My wife doesn't even know what apples are.
She doesn't need to know. Quite frankly, she doesn't need to know. Right?
Yeah. we find the whole thing avenue disgusting.
Detestable. We found it disgusting. Folks, it's disgusting. Oh, man. So when are we getting Ben Shapiro on Gush?
We just did.
We just did. We just channeled him here, right?
Yeah.
I think
and
you
that's
can
how
get
we're
him
gonna
with
get
your
all our
Jewish
guests
connections.
from now on.
You can get him with your Jewish connections.
Dude, don't tell everyone I'm Jewish.
Oh shit, is that bad? We were thinking of naming this podcast the Armenian and Jewish experience. What was it?
Genocide Boys.
Genocide Boys. But then we were gonna get flagged on YouTube.
If you haven't been genocided, we do not want you watching our videos.
Dude.
Do not follow me. I
Yeah.
will block you.
It's a safe
Come to
space
my-
for genocide victims, actually. Safe space.
If you come anywhere near my lewds, I will absolutely mute you on Twitter.
I don't get that reference. What does that mean? Lewds?
It doesn't
Oh,
even
you mean
matter.
like OnlyFans?
Yeah, lewds. Not like Wolf of Wall Street, but like OnlyFans, yeah. Lewd
Not like
pictures.
Quaaludes. Okay.
Not like Quaaludes.
What are Quaaludes like? Are those? I don't want to do any, but I'm kind of curious.
I'm assuming it's like a painkiller or something.
It kind of looks like he was just really high in the movie.
It's probably like heroin or something, or like opium.
True.
Some kind of
that's
opiate.
a different class. Okay. Opiates. I don't fuck
I'm not
with
interested in
opiates.
that shit, yeah.
No, not at all.
I
I
literally-
don't fuck with uppers. I only do weed and
Uppers
shrooms
and
once a year.
downers. It's the logical next step for you. No, I don't like any of the non-psychedelic drugs, actually.
Same.
Straight up. I've done a
Straight
bunch
up.
of them. I've tested them out, and I did not like pretty much anything but weed and shrooms.
I kind of
And,
like alcohol.
Oh yeah, okay, fine. Alcohol's fun socially.
That's it though. Fuck cigarettes. Fuck nicotine. I don't want that shit.
Yeah,
Get that out of my
I don't
face.
like fuck MDMA. Fuck any of that synthetic shit.
True. True. Fuck all of that shit.
Probably would do acid though. I would try acid.
And
And,
I
DMT.
draw the line at
I would
acid.
do
I would do
DMT.
DMT. I would do DMT. I'll tear
Yeah.
every one of these motherfuckers down.
What is that?
Freestyle 4. Life
Oh,
of Pablo.
nice.
Is what you say? Like I'll rip every one of these motherfuckers down. And then the beat kicks in, or something like that. Close eyes, see things. Whoop, whoop. Wait, what were we talking about before that?
Before drugs?
Before drugs again. Dude, we've already done the cycle of like talking about drugs, then Animal Collective, then drugs. This is not a good look.
All we can do is talk about psychedelics.
You don't like caffeine either,
Me?
right? Yeah.
I mean, it makes my stomach upset.
Dude, that's might be what's causing my stomach upsetness. I drink a black coffee every day. And that's all I drink during the day. I just eat at night now. It's kind of weird. Kind of bound.
That's not good. It's not good.
No, it's not good.
Eat your fucking vegetables, you stupid piece of shit.
No, I eat healthy. I eat healthy. You know
I
that.
know.
You know that.
You know that? You know that.
You
know
know
that.
that. You know that.
I eat healthy.
They know. They
You
know.
healthy.
They know. You eat healthy too. You eat like buckwheat and rye bread exclusively.
I could eat healthier. I could eat more produce, baby.
And
Or
that
vegetables.
is where Gush
And
comes
that's
in.
the tea. That's the tea.
That's where Gush comes in. We're the fruits,
Yeah,
baby.
I'll eat our backgrounds every time we stream.
Yeah. No, we're going to do... I'm serious about this. I want to do an art project with my brother that's just giant white canvas, bunch of fruits, like, mushed onto it, but made, like, you know, I told you, like, made to look like Strawberry Jam, the Animal Collective album cover.
Mm-hmm.
Made to
Have we
look
talked
like
about
something
mushrooms
like that.
yet?
No, that's coming up next. And then we're going to talk about Animal Collective again. And then we're going to talk about...
This is the Fruits, Animal Collective, and Drugs podcast.
And then we're going to talk about the commentary
Much less
community.
interesting than it sounds.
Then we're going to talk about the commentary community and Ethan Klein and Keemstar and just like VidCon. That's like that's like our personality uploaded to Google Drive would be like those things. Like the bootleg version of us. On a podcast, I mean. Not in real life.
The bootleg version of us.
Yeah, in a podcast, not in real life. Our podcast versions of ourselves.
Yeah. The fake
That's what
personalities
we
that
are
we're
right now.
We're
When this is off,
diluting
I'm completely
ourselves.
different. We're not even the same.
I'm nothing like this. You could tell that this is professional and all very well thought out and planned. By the
See,
way,
look,
I'm
Sam's
speaking, by I'm
lagging out.
manipulating your brain with my voice. I'm lagging out. I'm not even really lagging out. I'm just doing it with my voice on purpose to make it think I'm
Holy
lagging out because
shit.
it's a mind game. Because this is so well thought out because we're professionals. This podcast is professional and we know exactly what we're doing. And we're going to speak exactly in the structure that we've carefully and meticulously thought out for ourselves what we're going to say, how we're going to talk about fruits, and cleverly start talking about Animal Collective, which will...
And none of you can stop
move
us because
into
this is our
mushrooms.
podcast, our show. We have funded this with our own time, effort, money, and attention. That is something you cannot replace with any AI program, any Twitter.
This is just a
comment readers
competition
on
now.
YouTube.
Who can speak for the longest without saying anything that we don't want to say? We're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep inspiring. You're supposed to talk over me, Greg. It's not funny if you're not
The
talking over
innovation
me.
is not
But I
going to
gotta keep
stop
going.
ever. Not
Yes,
with us,
that's
not
right.
with Sam,
And
not
he
with
thinks he
Slush,
can
not with
see
Gush.
that-
We're going to keep
nobody
going.
can
We're going
do
to keep
things
this
like that
train
anymore.
moving
Because we're
along
the
this
only ones
road
in the
because this
world
road
on
never
YouTube,
ends.
on
You're never
Twitch,
going to
on
understand
Spotify,
anything
on
unless you
podcast
listen to
channels.
Gush.
We're the
And that is
only
the
ones telling the
podcast,
truth.
and you're
We're
going
the
to
only
love it.
ones
You're going to
telling
like
you
it. You're
what
going to
you should
enjoy
do
it
with your
because
money.
that's how
We're
we
the only
do
ones
it.
telling you should
This
put
is
it in
where
our
we
bank
do
accounts.
things.
We're the
Gush
only ones
dot
telling you
Gush.
the fruits are
Let's
actually aliens.
go.